Welcome to Mind the Moment, brought to you by Tufts Healthcare and the Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare. My name is Roberval, Oliveira, and I'm happy to be your host today. A little dark where I am. I'm zooming from California, so it's a little 3 hours earlier than the East Coast. So if you're new to the format, I'm going to give you a question, and then we have to hear your answers, and then you're going to have a practice. And then you're going to have some more comments and questions that you have. So the question that I was actually, there's two questions that was in my mind, but I decided on one, which I brought you last time that I was here. It's a very simple question, and the question is, why mindfulness? That's what we're here for. That's what one of the reasons that we're here for. So why mindfulness? Why do you want to be mindful? And we have to hear your answers, your thoughts, or your wonderings. And if you answer the question, decide to share, which would be great, so everybody can learn from you. Please make sure that you select everyone. So why to be mindful? Why mindfulness? To be calm, physical tension. So as you look at the answer, everybody, to be calm, mind keep me centered. To bring a better calm and control over my thoughts and reactions, relieve stress, help of taming the mind, brain, to remain charged with my actions and reactions, reduce my resistance too. Okay. Those are all excellent answers. When we're mindful, we know what's going on. We have a tendency to make adjustments. So that's one thing that I want to. Those are all excellent answers. That's those are byproduct of I'm looking at chat, mindfulness practice. Another excellent byproduct because when we are scattered, we all know how that feels. It doesn't feel good before a meeting, before or the end of the day, or in the car, and you are juggling many things. It's added stress. So of course, that aspect of mindfulness. Other aspect of mindfulness that I want to brought to you that I have been learning is this ability to watch what we are doing, to watch our actions, and to be more aware of the present moment. Yes. So watch our actions. I'm going to use this last comment in the present moment, and notice if those actions, in addition to those thoughts, in addition to those ways of speaking, is conducive to calm, is conducive to relaxation, is conducive to ease, or if that's way of thinking, the way of speaking, the way of acting is creating additional unnecessary stress in our experience. So to be in the present moment, we have this component that sometimes, yes, our mindfulness will allow us to be in the present moment. And what do you do when you're in the present moment? And that's where this aspect of mindfulness that I want to share with you, it's very important. Once you're here in the present moment and there's calm, when there's we're more centered, as someone said, when we realize this, okay, am I doing something that through the way that I speak to myself, speak to others, do the way I think, do the way I act that adding stress, and how can I do the opposite? How can I think and speak to myself and speak to others and act in ways that create ease and well-being? And and as we become more and more mindful through this practice of meditations, we can watch this. I'll give you a specific example. Um, how can we create necessary stress? Talk and rehearse the stresses out loud, correct. Um, I was been sitting in meditation for in a yoga location, and I didn't have my regular cushion, my regular mat, and I usually sit for a certain specific amount of time, and I decided to sit for the same amount of time in these new tools, new cushions. And of course, my body did not feel right because I was in the same place, but I was unaware at that moment, and I sat, expect that my body would be reacting, would be behaving the same way, and all of a sudden I had a lot of pain. But it was not type of pain that it goes away. It was pain that actually stayed after the meditation, which is the wrong type of pain that you want to experience. So at that moment, without mindfulness, I was creating stress on myself. So that's the example I want to give, a simple example. When you become aware, what am I adding to this experience that I have to be? And in order to do that, in order for you to become aware, if you are adding something unnecessary to your experience, we come to the present moment. We calm the mind. We release the stress, because only when the mind is right here that you can notice what are those three things that we're doing through the way we speak, think, and act. And one way to bring ourselves to the present moment is to something very simple, but very powerful. Very simple and very powerful is breathing. So as you're sitting with me, we're going to do a little practice of about 12 minutes. As you're sitting and listening to me. Sitting in a way that feels comfortable, that feels upright, but there's no tension. So we're going to focus on breathing, because breathing, there's no past breathing, there's no future breathing. There's only this breathing right now, this breath. And the breath has this potential to relax us and to release tensions. And when the mind is calm, that's when you can see, that's when you can be more mindful of our reactions. And you do things that are better conducive to speak and act and respond in better ways. So sit in a way that feels upright. If you're sitting, and if you close your eyes, your feet is grounded on the floor, your hands are relaxed on your laps. And then comes the breath, this ability to breathe that you take for granted. And sometimes we can just ask the body right now, what way of breathing would feel very nourishing and very satisfying for you right now? And you're free to breathe that way. Is it taking a long couple? Is it breathing a little longer? Just ask the body, is it breathing long, slow, deep, and long, slow out? Is it good? So try that for a moment. And as you become aware of any tension, you start to imagining breathing those areas, especially the shoulders, breathing around the neck, especially the back of our neck. There's a lot of tension there. And breathing in our face, the body has this ability to, when the breath becomes really calm and really relaxing, it doesn't make much movements. So breathing through the pores of our skin, relaxing the eyebrows and the eyes and the jaw. And because you have a short period of time, focus on an area where you can feel the breath easily right now. And stay there. And of course, as soon as you say that, your mind's going to wander. And mindfulness helps us come back to remember what you're supposed to be doing. In this case, right now, you're supposed to be doing watching your breath, and every thought that's going to come, you're going to treat like a scam text. You're just going to glance it and delete it immediately. Or not even glance, not even open, just delete it, that scam text. I delete that scam thoughts right now and go back to the breath. That sport. You're going to be persistent, you're going to be gentle and yet persistent. Coming back to the breath and breathe in a way that is healing. Breathe in a way that's really relaxing and satisfying to your body at this moment. If you want to continue for long, slowly, long and slow in breath and out breath, you are free to do that. If you want to continue for gentle breath, you are free to do whatever breathing feels really pleasurable to your body right now to allow you to relax and be with that breath one at a time. Continue coming back no matter how many times, because the mind has this tendency to wander. So come back to the breath and thinking, relaxing. If you need to relax, if you need to wake up, you can think energizing breath. Whatever you need right now, mindfulness is there to decide what's the best way to act. In this case, the best way to breathe. Every time that you come back, you should remind yourself which way of breathing is really relaxing right now. Come back, make sure your hands are they relaxed. And you relax down your shoulders and your eyebrows and your cheeks and lips. And breathe again in a way that feels good to you. Make sure to return to the body, to the breath. And as we come to the end of this session, just pause and take stock. If you feel any better or the same that you when you start the session, if you feel better, you should remember you did that because of the breath, because of your attention in the breath. This simple thing who can affect our nervous system and calm our mind, and then you can watch, can be mindful, and be more calm and centered through this process of breathing in a relaxing way. If it is the appropriate way to breathe, we can make adjustments in our thoughts, in our words, in our actions in the right direction to create more ease and relaxations in our body. With that thought, you can open your eyes. Anybody has any comments that you'd like to share for the group about what I shared or anything else? And this process of, very welcome, this process of coming back, it don't overestimate the ability. You're welcome. Don't overestimate the ability to come back for this one breath. That sometimes the body feels tension, and I said, okay, can I only be with 3 breaths? And then we'll get lost, and can I be with another breath? And I think I know you start building together, and this ability of coming back, we develop more mindfulness for us to do one thing. But in addition, of course, of the therapeutic benefits of breathing, it's one of the few bodily functions that we can actually modulate. If you're sleepy, you can do long breathe out, breathe, long breathing in and short out. If you're tense, short in, long out. All of this to make us more present. Again, going back to that point of why mindfulness to make us more present, to make us more calm, to make us more centered, so we can observe and remember what's the right thing to do at that moment. So sometimes we don't need to do anything, just watch, and whatever's happening goes away. Like there's an itch, you just can watch with mindfulness, and it goes away. And sometimes, if it is a thought that's a unskillful way of thinking, or it's a way that's, we know one way that's negative way that you're talking to yourself about something, we can ask ourselves if you're mindful. This way of thinking, this way of talking is helpful. And there's no, we can learn, we can unlearn, we can try to think a better way of thinking that enhancing our experience. Additionally, this important way of looking at mindfulness is this ability to make corrections in the present moment of what's happening. So that's why the present moment is so important, because what we're experiencing right now is something that you did a few minutes ago, and sometimes, or in the past, and sometimes if you're not aware, you're welcome. If you're not aware, if you're not mindful, we are chaotic. I can tell another story, simple story. In the last 2 minutes of running, and I felt in pain, my Achilles. And without mindfulness, you just don't realize. I didn't realize that I was creating pain through the speed or to whatever of the lack of um, practice going back to running. Or mindfulness be when you are aware, it's like, okay, I'm the one creating this stress on my body. I'm the one that can ease the stress on my body. And I decide to, okay, can I walk? Or can I reduce the speed of what I'm running? And then the pain goes away. So, and if you are unaware, this is just goes by. And the more you do this practice of coming back to one breath at a time, one breath, no matter how many times, that's what strengthens your ability to be able to see more. And of course, there are the benefits of being present to be more in the breath, because the breath has the ability to heal our body. It's free. It's amazing about breathing. It's free. You can do. You can close your door. You are work. You can go to the bathroom and close your door for 5 to 10 minutes and breathe in a way that bring you back. If you're in your office, you close your door. If you're home, just find somewhere. Nobody needs to know. Nobody can see that you're breathing in a way that's conscious. So I only read this message here that mindfulness is the ability to bring all the qualities that you mentioned, but it's the ability to make corrections. And you can only do that correction in the present moment, and through the way that you're speaking, thinking, and act, that does not create more stress to the experience that you are experiencing, but also induce ease and relaxation. So I hope everybody have a wonderful day wherever you are. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks so much.